Riches and niches. Money is at the center, at the target. What do doctors and lawyers do right? In my opinion.
Specialized.
They specialize. There's a divorce attorney. There's a DUI. There's a criminal. There's certain types of criminal. There's white collar. There's doctors. When you go get a checkup, you go to see your regular physician or whatever, who does he send you to? Cardiologist. If your son is having problems, who does he send you to? Pediatric cardiologist. And with it seems like with every word that they add on there, the specialization, the price goes up. You guys notice that? I feel like they get it right. So what is a niche? It's who you serve and the solution. It's those together. A little bit later I'm going to go through that in a little bit more detail. But that's what the niche is. Big difference is different. A lot of people try to run their business like they're big business. They market to everyone. These four big names, IBM, Walmart, Microsoft, or Starbucks, are just examples of big businesses that have a seemingly unlimited marketing budget. And they have a seemingly pressure to create new products and create new services and reach new markets because they're big business. And that's what they have to do. But if a small business did that, what would happen? Go broke. They can be all things to all people. And even sometimes the jack of all trades. I'm an Apple fan. I'm a raving fan, as we talked about earlier. They reach their customers at a different level. They reach their customers very specifically. Apple's not the biggest company. They don't even have the top number of cell phones in the market right now. But the ones who use them are diehard. Facebook is a big, big company, right? Big company. They do a lot of business. You can't go through a day and not hear the word Facebook or be pulled in to watch your own Facebook or whatever it is. But it didn't start that big. Most of you probably know the story. Zuckerberg was at Harvard, created a little application so that they could share photos back and forth, so they could actually see who was hot and who wasn't. The hotties and the naughties. And that was the way it started. But then it started to spread. It went to more schools. Finally went to kids. And then it got to be what we know today, which is all things to all people as far as Facebook and social. But it didn't start that way. He didn't have the budget just to create an application. It's just massive. He was a student, for God's sake. So, have you seen others be successful in niches besides lawyers? I have a client in landscaping. I'll give you an example. And a young guy, but he figured out, he watched the other landscapers, and he realized they spread themselves too thin. They're working, from 5 a.m. till 7, 8 at night, as long as they had daylight. And he was, asking them what's going on. Their service area was like this big. It was like, 2 counties or 3 counties. They could be anywhere. And they got multiple crews, but they're spending more time driving than they do actually doing the work. He started his business. He said, I'm not going to be that way. And he created it within not even a zip code, but a 4-mile radius. All of his clients are in a 4-mile radius. He can actually create his businesses. He can get everything done in 3 days. And he's adding more, do more marketing. But that's a niche that he's created for himself. So it works in other industries. Web design, God, don't get me started. I mean, I've been interviewing people left and right on restaurant engine, chiropractors, doctors, people that work just doing conversion. That's all they do. Facebook applications, that's a niche now. And it's not even that old of a niche, but there are people that's what they do. So I bring this up again because I think it's appealing. Do you want to swim in the bloody oceans, or do you want to swim in that blue ocean, where you are separated from your competition? You're not competing with them. Because I really believe that. It's not you competing with them. You are setting yourself apart. You're running the business the way you want to run it. And that's where I want you to really understand. It's not the way I'm telling you to run it. It's the way you want to run it. I would never tell my clients, you must do this.
The question you asked is, which one is more appealing for a swim? That's a very two-sided thing there. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be in the blue ocean, but if I was a customer that was about to get in the ocean, like e.g. about to hire a web developer or a web company, like as a customer, which ocean would I rather get in? Would I rather throw out my RFP and have 100 hungry developers bid on it, or would I rather go find that one really key place?
If they're only caring about cost, I think they want that competitive situation. Right. But when you think about your business, if you were in the blue ocean, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but customers want to make the safe choice. Sometimes the safe choice is the cheapest, because that's what they get rated on. But sometimes it's the one with the highest number of experiences. Sometimes the safe choice is picking the brother-in-law and the cousin. You guys ever lost deals to those brother-in-laws and cousins?
All the time.
Do you ever get them back? When it didn't go so well, you ever get them back? Sometimes that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really talk about serving your clients, they want the blue oceans. When they understand, when you position yourself as the blue ocean company and you're the right fit for them, that's who they want. They don't care about the price as much as they want the one that's right for them, because that's the safe choice. So in each of these areas, insurance, consulting, technology, financial services, web design, there are riches in the niches. You just have to know how to go about doing it. How do you select some of the things? How do we discover our niche, discover the customers within those, creating a market, fine-tuning ideas. All of those happens when you find your niche. That's actually the next module. This is just positioning you why it's important. And I think you guys have answered the question. You get paid more money, and you get better connection with your clients. So when you niche, you find success. You connect with those people you care about. We talked about the jack of all trades. Can't shit in every bush. But it really is about being an expert. If you think of your business, not that I'm competing with someone else, I'm going to be the expert that I can be. And maybe it's, like Dan's example, WordPress shopping carts. I've not heard that one yet. That's what I do. The guy who needs a shopping cart really wants to hire you, if that's what you do. And that's the way you position yourself. Especially if he knows he's got a complex one. He goes, and if your price is 50% more than everybody else, he's going to bring you on because he has the confidence you're going to do it. Probably do it faster than anyone else.
Yeah, again, it's not so much about, in my book, it's not so much about the perception. You'll actually be able to do it faster.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Have a happier customer at the end. So, but you got to say no to the work that's like right around it, because that just grows and grows and grows.
That's hard.
Can you set up the server for me too? No,
takes,
sorry. I do the cart implementation alone.
That takes so much discipline.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So riches and niches. I actually went to a conference where I heard this guy named Brooks give a similar speech, and he shared this story, and I want to share it with you. And my wife smiles back there. Brooks is a youth motivational speaker. Pretty narrow niche, right? That's what my wife does. But Brooks started out his speaking career, he created a menu, very much like we talked about earlier. There was 10 topics that the youth were concerned with that he could speak on, and go to your school, and you would pay him to do this, and you just pick from the menu. Who doesn't like a menu? When you go to a restaurant, you like a menu, right? So he ran his business the same way. He had the menu that he would provide to the schools. And he got a little bit of business, but he said it was really hard. And he realized he needed to pick one. And he wasn't sure which one to pick, so he did some research, he did some calls, he thought about it. He narrowed his niche to bullying. Bullying. And that's a big topic today, right? Brooks took that menu, and as he narrowed the niche, his business went from at this level to this level overnight. He started getting booked on gigs. He started getting positioned as the expert. To take it even further, he decided, you know what, if I'm an expert, I'm going to write a book. So he wrote a book. As soon as he did that, he really was the expert because he had a book. Who doesn't? Do you guys look at people who have books as experts? I do. It's not necessarily the truth, but you kind of have that perception. He took his business from this level to this level. And now he gets paid, he's got books, and he's involved with some TV deals and all these things all around bullying. Those other 9 things on the menu don't even show up in his message. Riches in the niches. You've got to know where to focus your business. If you're not prepared to focus your business, it's going to be hard to get out of the rat race. It's going to be hard to get out of continuously survival marketing. It was a term I heard recently. You're always waiting for your next deal to come in. You're always waiting for the next referral. You're always. And you'll take whatever it is that comes to you because you need it. Oh, I can fit into that. I'm hoping that when I share with you some of the next modules, you'll discover how you can find your own niche that's right for you. And I want to show you some tactical things that you can do to start testing it so that you don't spend any money, so that you actually will find something that you can do in a plan that works for you. So in summary, a niche should be something you enjoy. There should be a demand for it, which is code for money. Someone will pay you for this work. It should be something you care about. That's a huge word. I could talk about care all day long. You should be able to provide solutions within that niche that you can do. And then this other image allow you to stand out. So that's the end of riches in the niches. In the next module, it's all about discovering